Today we've got bombshell after bombshell in the Chargers universe, and every single one of them hits directly at our season opener in Brazil. A quiet visit could reshape the backfield. A medical status still in limbo is opening the door for a fierce battle. In the QB room, the hierarchy shook in an unexpected way, and one of Herbert's favorite targets is back on the field looking strong, while another absence weighs like an anchor. Do you think this coaching staff is playing chess? Or just bluffing? You won't believe what we have today. So sit back, drop a like, and let's dive right into the news. Take a deep breath, because the moves behind the scenes could flip our offensive game plan overnight. You know that name that seemed way off our radar, almost invisible on the map? Suddenly, he's back in shape, ready, and with a tactical fit that speaks directly to Harbaugh and Greg Roman's philosophy. He's not a star, not on any video game cover, but he's the type of guy who converts third downs, burns the clock, and grinds out first downs the hard way. And when the NFL starts spinning fast, depth wins close games in the final minutes. Curious to know why? Here it is. Veteran Boston Scott. Yes, the same guy from those hard-fought battles in Philly worked out with the Baltimore Ravens this weekend, and word is, he's in terrific shape, the best condition of his career, according to insider Jordan Schultz. That alone changes the market. If the Ravens crack the door open, other teams that value reliable backs in short passing situations and QB protection could join the conversation, and that's exactly when our radar needs to light up. Scott didn't log regular snaps in 2024, spending time with the Rams and later on the Steelers' practice squad, but his profile is still crystal clear. Trustworthy RB, quick reads on screens and checkdowns, and disciplined in pass protection. Exactly what makes a surgical QB like Justin Herbert thrive in rhythm situations and short yardage. If the staff feels we need a safe outlet while the backfield committee takes shape, a low-risk signing could turn into a high-impact weapon in the game plan. Imagine Roman dialing up screens, orbit motions, and flats, using Scott to force linebackers a step forward, opening the middle for Lad McConkey to punish defenses in space. Fans are already split. Some want only youth and explosiveness, but plenty of experienced voices are saying big games are decided in the details. Blitz pickup, the right angle on a short route, a safety valve when protection collapses, and that's Scott's bread and butter. The strategic math is simple: a cheap contract, a competitive camp, and the freedom to be a functional RB3 who also contributes on special teams. If Baltimore doesn't seal the deal, why not make a call? The schedule won't wait, and depth isn't something you improvise in week one. If the front office wants to keep the offense in 2nd and 5 situations all year, this could be the shock absorber that turns drives into points. And before anyone asks if this is just preseason smoke, no, it's the real market moving, and in the NFL, the team that gets in early gets the best pick. While the dust is still settling from that tremor, another piece on the board is shifting, and this one is tied directly to our debut in Brazil. Najee Harris's status remains on a thin line. Visible progress, but officially still on the NFI list. He's been seen on the field doing light work and football activities, which sparks hope, but without full clearance, there's no guarantee he suits up for Week 1 against the Chiefs. Here's the kicker. How does Greg Roman plan to maintain the physical identity of the offense if the green light doesn't come in time? His answer surprised everyone. Instead of announcing a full load for rookie Omarion Hampton, Roman signaled the rotation is inevitable, with or without Najee. This is philosophy, not improvisation. Keep legs fresh, vary skill sets, hide tendencies. In practice, it means Hampton getting important snaps, but within a committee built for 60 minutes of pounding, with the patience to let the internal battles resolve at game speed. This is how Roman has operated before. A balanced start, keeping the thermometer on, and the hierarchy settles when the clock tightens, and someone proves they can swing the hammer without losing burst. Fans are split here too. Some want the first-round pick to be the bell cow from day one. Others value the buildup of trust, perfect pass protection on third downs, and the veteran-level execution of details. And the football logic is sound. An offense that just lost Rashawn Slater for the season needs, more than ever, to lean on rhythm variation, play action, and misdirection to help the line. A well-executed rotation hides weaknesses, disguises tendencies, and prevents defenders from locking onto our concepts. If Harris comes off NFI by August 26, great. The plan instantly gains critical mass. If not, Roman's already made it clear Vidal has a shot at reps, and the committee will run on different engines, screens, draws, patient inside zones, and perfectly timed power runs for short conversions. This also ties into Herbert's protection, multiple backs, clear blitz pickup assignments, and short checkdown options to neutralize exotic pressures that will surely come in a global spotlight game. The most intriguing part? The staff seems comfortable letting this competition run to the last moments of preseason. That's emotional control. That's load management. And it's a message to the locker room. Produce consistently, you stay. Fail in fundamentals, you lose ground. In the end, expect a pragmatic offense that prefers 4-5-yard gains over a single big play. And once Harris is fully healthy, the shift to a workhorse could happen naturally. Until then, rotation is a tool, not a crutch, and it might be the difference in silencing an Arrowhead-style roar in Sao Paulo. If the backfield battle already had fans buzzing, wait until you hear what happened today on the QB depth chart. After 2 preseason games where Trey Lance seemed to be gaining momentum, Tuesday's practice flipped the script. No team snaps for him, while Taylor Heinicke took the load behind Herbert. Officially, the explanation was simple: more reps for our number 10. But you know how it is in the NFL. What looks like a small detail can be telling, and every snap is gold when roster cuts are looming. This doesn't erase what Lance has shown. In the preseason opener, he was efficient, running the offense with clean reads and quick delivery, enough to create a real conversation about the pecking order. Greg Roman publicly praised Lance's preparation and confidence, and when a coordinator talks about confidence this time of year, it's about execution under pressure, timing in tight windows, and playbook command. Still, today's switch shows the staff wants to see Heinicke respond. And when a veteran gets a full day of reps, it's not charity. It's a direct evaluation, fresh tape for the dark room, and measurable criteria. Roster math matters here. There's no guarantee the Chargers will keep 3 QBs on the final 53. Harbaugh's history suggests he prioritizes depth in high-impact physical groups, OL, DL, secondary, and might prefer stashing a QB on the practice squad. If it's close, the cold question is, who offers the best short-term package to win Week 1 and the highest long-term ceiling to develop over the season? Heinicke brings immediate experience. Lance offers athletic upside and growth potential. Days like today help answer that with tape, not talk. Strategically, this impacts 2 areas. First, Herbert's game plan. More starter reps mean sharper timing with McConkey's return, refined protection calls after losing Slater, and syncing on Roman's core concepts, heavy play action, bootlegs, floods, daggers, that demand surgical precision. Second, the contingency plan. If the backup is a quick processing veteran, the system changes little in case of emergency. If it's a more mobile vertical QB, you see calls that stretch the field horizontally, read the edge, and punish aggressive defenses with RPOs and rollouts. The message is clear. The battle is still open, but with clear benchmarks. Lance needs to keep trending up in the next 2 games. Heinicke must turn reps into visible efficiency, especially on 3rd downs and 2-minute drills. The clock is ticking, and the answer won't come in a tweet. It'll come in sustained drives, protected football, and sharp reads against zero blitz. The tide turned overnight. First, the gut punch. Rashawn Slater is done for the year with a torn patellar tendon, surgery confirmed, straight to IR. You don't replace a left tackle of that caliber 1 for 1. The staff has to redraw protections, get tight ends helping, and patch the blind side with scheme. The front office already added depth, but the real adjustment happens on the grass and in the playbook. It's a huge challenge, yes, but you can turn this into an efficiency opportunity. Less hero ball, more surgical execution, more pre-snap variation to confuse reads. Football does give you breathers, though. On Tuesday, Ladd McConkey returned to full team drills after almost 2 weeks of limited work, and right away the chemistry with Herbert popped 5 catches in team periods, many over the middle, right where Roman's concepts shred zones. He said he feels great, and now it's about regaining conditioning and rhythm. For an offense that needs to get the ball out before pressure hits, that short to intermediate separation is gold. Sustained drives, clock control, and manageable 3rd downs. Fans felt the relief. You can see the blueprint. Quick options, time slants, glance routes behind hesitant linebackers. The next piece fits perfectly. Keenan Allen is back on a 1-year deal and already practicing with the main group. This isn't just a headline, it's tactical function. Allen is a master at creating early windows, reading nickel leverage, and winning one-on-ones without asking the QB to be a hero. With McConkey moving around and splitting slot reps, you can build stacks and bunches that isolate one on the backside and force bad safety decisions. In weeks with a patched-up OL, early separation and quick throws protect the passing game and keep Roman's identity intact. Physical route running, perfect angles, turning 5 yards into 8 and 8 into 15. The post-Slater plan rests on 3 pillars. First, rhythm, 3-step drops, ball out, quick play action to hold the second level. Second, move the launch point with boots and sprint outs, avoiding the left edge dictating Herbert's life. Third, smart chips from TEs and RBs to buy a precious half-second. In this design, Allen and McConkey become ease triggers, blitz beaters, whip routes to punish press, dagger when coverage sinks. This isn't about fireworks, it's about manual consistency. There's also the psychological effect. Losing a star can sour a locker room. Seeing McConkey smiling, taking full workload, and saying he's back in rhythm fuels the whole unit. Add Keenan's leadership, teaching on the field and in the film room, adjusting splits, reading leverage, finding a DB's blind spot, and you cut down unforced errors. In close games, that's 3 points here, an extra possession there, and extra points mean wins. Looking ahead to the opener in São Paulo against the Chiefs, the key is to protect through structure, not individual heroics, and convert short third downs with clinical precision. Realistic expectation, simulated pressures on the new LT's side, and tests up the middle. Answer with hot screens and option routes from our short game technicians. If that script runs, we can quiet a loud stadium and start the year by imposing our identity. It's been a day of swings that reveal character. A veteran could become a key piece in our short game. The backfield rotation shows method, not fear. The Heineke-Lance battle is heating up, and will decide who keeps the plan alive if something happens to Herbert. And even with the pain of losing Slater, seeing McConkey and Keenan sync up again reignites confidence. The message is simple: physical identity, clinical execution, and zero panic. And do you think this plan is enough to face Mahomes in Brazil? Drop a comment, hit that like button, subscribe, and share with Bolt fans.